This motorhome has a problem. I first noticed, I think most pickup trucks and automobiles have this problem. I first noticed it years ago on an old 1990 Explorer I had. When you turn off the key and you turn off the lights and you walk away from the vehicle, the system does not shut down. The vehicle computer is still doing something, who knows what. But if you let your vehicle sit long enough, the battery will go dead, and that's exactly what happens on this thing. 2, 3, 4 weeks of sitting, the battery would be dead as a doornail. And I thought about the different things you can do. Oh, what I don't understand, my battery, my start battery is right next to my coach batteries. They're wired to a beautiful smart battery charger, which does the 4 battery stages and always monitors the battery, keeps them topped off, just trickles a little bit of charge whenever it needs it now and again, and doesn't overcharge it and doesn't damage the battery, make them last forever. So it was that difficult to put a wire about this long from those batteries to my start battery? Well, I've learned over the years that whenever you have a multiple battery bank, they all have to be the same size, because when the charger is charging these batteries, if they're not all the same size, it'll see that the smallest battery will be full charge first, and it stops charging. So the other batteries may only hit 80%, maybe 90%, maybe less, depending on how small the battery is. And my start battery is smaller than my coach batteries, so you can't do that. One solution is to dump my start battery and go buy one exactly like the coaches. You could do that, but then there's another problem, which is if you have all 3 batteries connected together and you're boondocking for a long time and you run the batteries real low, when it comes time to go home, you're not going home. You won't have enough juice to start it. That's why it's on a separate circuit. All right, so I thought about that, and so I've come to a conclusion, and I got an idea. I got a solution. On the start battery, boy, we'll go in an RV park, or I'll park it here at home for weeks on end, and the thing's constant. I'm constantly killing this battery. And I'm surprised it works as good as it does when I charge it up. But because they say every time you bring a battery down to 0, and I brought this one down to 0 2-3 times, they say you shorten the life. I don't know how much, but it's not good. But probably next year, when all 3 of these batteries hit 5 years old, I'm going to put gels in there. Love to have lithium, but I'm not rich, so I can't afford it. But I can suffer the expense of gel batteries, and they should do the trick. But they'll still have the same problem. So here's my solution. I'm going to put what they call a battery minder, a very small charger on the start battery, and I'm going to not hardwire it, but I'm going to plug it into my coach is 120 system. So whenever we're hooked up in a campground, this battery, there'll be a battery monitor on the start battery as well. So when we're there, we're getting ready to go on a trip down to see family for the holidays, and I'm expecting to be gone 30 days. So if we're lucky, I'll be sitting for 30 days in an RV park. So that's plenty of time to kill this start battery. So I'll have this battery monitor on there. It's a little charger. And let me show you what I bought. So what I have here is the Genius Generation 1 one bank or one battery charger, and it just monitors the battery. This thing's actually, it's waterproof. It was actually designed for boats, so you could stick this in the marina and have this thing monitoring your your boats. I've never used this company's products before, but I've heard nothing but good things about them. Lots of videos, lots of good reviews. The only complaint I have is they're a little pricey, but you pay what you get what you pay for, don't you? So I decided to go with this thing. So let me show you where I'm going to plug it. My first thought was to mount it under here in the battery compartment. Being waterproof, it could. See, when you put something under the hood, even if you're going to put one of these on under the hood of a car or truck, if you're driving in the rain or in the snow or slushy snow on the roads or what have you, water is going to get up on these, so you want to make sure it's waterproof. It would work here, but I need a 120 volt outlet. And then it occurred to me, I have one right on the other side of this wall. Let me show you. And there she be, right there. So I would say, mount that thing here, plug it in here, and just punch a hole right there. But if I put it up front, that means it's going to be here. So I'm going to need some bolts to go through and just show the heads of the bolts here. Okay. Let's get to it. Okay, so we got the charger mounted on the wall. We got our outlet right there, so our power cord can just reach up there. But the red black wire, we're going to have to punch a hole, probably over here somewhere, to get into the battery box. Alright, let's take a look. Battery box is here. It's got to be there somewhere. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to route the red black wire through this stuff. Now this is a 1/4 inch. It's kind of hard to come by. You look, and when I went shopping for this stuff, Home Depot, the hardware stores, Lowe's, auto parts store, I couldn't find this stuff anywhere, so I had to buy it on the internet. So I bought a ton of it. I bought it at 300 feet because it's hard to come by, and it's cheap, and plus it's very professional, very, very tough to protect the wire. So we're going to route this through the sheet metal on our way to the battery, and here's the drill that'll just do it. So let's get to punching. Okay, Home RV Mechanics, I got it all done. Let me show you what we got. Got my meter working there. So you've been putting 13.6 volts into the battery. I ran the cable in just like that. Did a nice job. Punched a hole in the side. And then there it is right there. Got a little red light on showing that it's charging. When it's charged, it'll turn green. When it does a maintenance charge, it'll flicker green. And then right here is error, and it's clear. No error codes. Sweet. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Got that mounted in. Got our stuff on there to protect our wire. Every time the RV is plugged into shore power, it'll maintain that battery and keep it from going dead. Boy, I was getting tired of charging that battery, jumping that battery to start this thing. Alright, we'll catch you on the next one. Happy trails, campers.